When you live in Joplin, you're kind of isolated. You know, I was born in Kansas City but raised here since I was 3 years old, and my dad was a postal worker. Most people around here are just common working class, middle class people. I tell people common sense. You know, you're not making the wage you should be making. The wages aren't going up. You know, what has the Republican Party actually brought to you? When the Democrats were in office for 8 years with Bill Clinton, I don't think any major changes came about. They didn't take your guns away. The guys that I all hunt with and fish with, they all still got their guns. And, you know, those are just not factors, and reality's got to hit sooner or later. There are still people in this world that do the right thing because that's the way they were brought up. My dad taught me work ethic, taught my brothers work ethic. My whole family still works here. I think Barack Obama truly cares about people. My name's Dana Snodgrass. I live in Joplin, Missouri. I'm a small business owner. I farm on the side to make ends meet, and I'm voting for Barack Obama. You know, those core values that you vote Republican for, those values, you can teach them at home. But if you don't have any money, I mean, you're not going to be able to exist. And right now, it's an economic nightmare. I mean, in Joplin, Missouri, the wages are so stifled, and there hasn't been any progress in the last 8 years that I've seen. Actually, our buying powers went down. So I just try to convince you that you've got to vote for Barack Obama because of change economically. And it's no longer about core values, which the Republicans want you to believe. All these core values are an issue, and that's something that you can teach them at home. But if you don't have any money, you might not have a home. And it's just hard for people to make ends meet. It didn't used to be that way. You know, we started in 1978. We had manufacturing in the Joplin area. We had B.F. Goodrich, a big tire plant. I think it employed over 6,000 people. Those jobs back then, to the best of my knowledge, it seems like they were $12 and $13 an hour jobs 30 years ago. Where do those jobs go, you know? We had Sperry Vickers out here that made hydraulic parts and machine parts for the military and other things. Where did all those jobs go? And so now we've got a lot of people working in McDonald's and fast food, and you know, they don't make the money. I mean, $10 an hour now is not like $10 an hour 30 years ago. And there's a lot of people in Joplin, Missouri making $10 an hour. You need to consider what's best for your family now. And the economy is the main thing that's important now. And if you vote for Obama, then you're going to be voting for somebody that cares about you as a person. They care about the little guy. And because he's been there and he's done that. I mean, he stands for the same thing that you and I do. And, you know, there's a lot of fear-mongering going on out there about, oh, Obama's going to be this, he's going to be that. But truth be known, he's got 2 kids in America, too. I think he's shown that he loves the country. And, you know, as much as George Bush does in his way. And they're each in their own way. The difference is Obama cares about the common people. And I don't think George Bush and Republican Party truly care about the common people. And you have to think about that when you step in there to vote. It's just you and your conscience, and you know that you have to do the right thing. And you can leave the booth and you can say, if you don't want to be an advocate for anything, you don't have to be. But you need to step in there and do the right thing by your conscience and what you think is best for the country and your family. And I hope you'll do that.